kitchen, just about to do the dishes, but I want to get my shake in the first 30 minutes that I get up, so I get my protein in my body, and it sets my metabolism ready for the rest of the day. So I'll be just boosting my protein because it's the weekend, so I want to make sure that I have the right protein in the morning. And so let me just show you about what I put in my shake, okay? So first thing is I like to put fresh fruit. So what I have in the fridge today is grapes and these mini bananas. I don't know if you've ever seen these mini bananas, but they're great. And I like to add wheat germ and flaxseed. Now what I do is I take the flaxseed and I grind them in a coffee grinder, and then I mix it up with the wheat germ ahead of time, and I keep it in the fridge so it doesn't get stale. So that way I have it ready to go, just to throw it in the blender. I also like to put my skim milk. So I put my skim milk, but once in a while I add a little bit of yogurt to thicken it up. So I can do that. And if I want it really cold, if the fruit is not frozen, I like my shake really cold, so I'll add in crushed ice. I just throw some ice in the blender with it. Add my 2 scoops of Vi-Shape. And like I said, for the added protein, I will add a little scoop or a half scoop of whey protein to bring me up to 30 grams of protein in the morning. Now, a couple hints, a couple tricks. Where we live, fruit is not necessarily the freshest all the time, especially in the winter months. So what we do is, like say for example, strawberries. We'll buy a case of strawberries when they're available, and I'll throw some in the freezer once they're washed. I'll throw some in the freezer, chop them up, put them in a baggie, put them in the freezer, and freeze them. Now we could also get that frozen fruit. So let's take a look at the freezer here, what I've got in the freezer. So, that's a little bit of a mess, so I had a lot of stuff in here, but so for example, we've got these frozen blueberries. Those are great. Those are the wild ones, they're really small and sweet. I had some extra grapes left, so I just threw them in the freezer to freeze them. These were cranberries. So what I did was I made a little cranberry puree. You can use that in your food processor, make a puree, and then throw the puree in the freezer. And then I just scoop out a scoop of cranberry puree. Now why cranberry? Well, cranberry is not a sweet fruit, and I find the Vi-Shapes are sweet. So the cranberry has a little tart flavor. So you could take a little bit of the tardiness, or take a little bit of the sweetness away with the tardiness of the cranberry puree. Here's the little mini bananas. See, once they go in the freezer, they turn brown, but inside they're still great. So, do that. And here's a regular banana. So, don't be surprised, if they change color, whatever. It's frozen. It's rock solid, so you can still use it. So you just take a knife and throw it directly in the blender, frozen. Okay. So that's it. That's my thing in the morning. What I like to do is I take my Vi-Shape. I add a bit of extra protein to give me the right amount of protein for the day, because I am training for a marathon, so I want to make sure I get my 30 grams of protein within the first half hour I get up. Regulates my metabolism. I add skim milk, some fruits, wheat germ or flaxseed, and I'm good to go. I've got a really nutritious shake. Now what do I do in the mornings of the week? This is Saturday morning, so what I do in the weekday mornings is I'll just take the frozen fruit, the milk, and the Vi-Shape with none to put in ice, and I'm ready to go. Or I'll make a full smoothie, put it in the freezer like this, in the fridge just like this, and in the morning I just pop it back and give it one little blend, and it's ready to go. So that's it. Patrick Pressmore signing off. Hope you have a great week.
Oh, that's good.